official calendar for 365 days of stretching. Today is day 24. Yes, and I am so sleepy. So this morning I'm going to do something a little different. I have a video pulled up on my laptop from one of the YouTubers that I really like. He posts videos on stretching, mobility, fitness. I really appreciate him. Strength side, great guy. My brain is so sleepy today. So usually what I do is watch a few videos, pick out stretches that I like from each one and compile them into my own routine. But today, while I was looking up stretches to do when you're really tired, I just could not get my brain to come up with my own personal routine. And his video popped up and I thought, you know what? Let me just do this stretch that he's laid out, and I will include the video in my bio for you to reference on your own. But I will do the counts as usual for us. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, we're gonna start laying down. He does each stretch for a minute. Wow. Okay. Oh, so we're gonna do windshield wipers. Keep your shoulders flat on the ground. I am really challenging myself to wake up early. You don't have to get your knees on the ground, you know, on each side. You can find your little happy place. But yeah, I've been challenging myself to wake up between 5 and 6 a.m. every day. And I've done this most days for a couple weeks. If I sleep in until like 7. But today, usually when I get up, I feel after about, 5 to 10 minutes, I'm awake, I'm ready for the day. But today is not one of those days. Today, I keep thinking that maybe I should just lay back down and take a nap. But I have class in a couple hours, and then I go to work, and I don't want to mess up my routine. Oh, in the fetal position. Got my cute little cat here with me. Oh. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm low energy today. But I think it's good for people to see. Not every day is gonna just be absolutely spectacular productive, easy to face. We're gonna have challenges that we have to overcome. Waking up is really challenging, even on my good days. But today, staying up is really a big challenge right now. Thinking is not easy. I haven't actually counted at all today so far. I hope you guys don't mind. I've consumed my early bird. Powdered caffeine. And usually that stuff really gets me going. But I can feel myself waking up a little more with this stretch. One thing that I do not do, early mornings is a fairly new thing for me. I worked in the food industry as a server, bartender for a while, and that was really hard to manage my time, my personal time with, to be productive, especially in the early mornings, because sometimes, very often, I wouldn't get home until 2 a.m. Okay, with this one, we're lifting but rolling our shoulders at the same time. He calls this a beginner stretch. And I think when I consider who beginners are, I try to consider people who are actually who are maybe 50 or 60 years old, who have not stretched in years, 10, 15 years. Those people are beginners. This could be challenging for maybe even a 6-year-old, I don't know. That's a beginner. I would say this is an intermediate stretch. I mean, that was really hard to do for my shoulders, and I was not doing it the way he was doing it. I would say I am in a somewhat, I am intermediate in my fitness abilities. I really try to keep my stretches digestible, or I try to make them simple enough, or at least reference how to do it in a way that's easier. It makes it more just the ultra beginning form versus my intermediate forms. what seems easy to an advanced person is so different than what's easy for someone who's been out of it. Okay, we're reaching our hands up above our heads and then curving down forward. I will end up having tea. Coffee gives me heart palpitations, so I can't drink coffee. I think that's because I abused coffee. It was not always that way. Now we're gonna reach side to side. You can't see this, but we are reaching side to side. And then back towards the forward again. Bend one knee, give a deeper stretch into your opposite leg, then the other knee, deeper stretch in the opposite leg. Oh. And then I'm going to do this sitting so you can kind of see. Just stretch arms up and then twist the top of your back to one side, twist the top to the other, and that's the end of it. That's the end of this video. I feel a little better. My eyes are still heavy. I think I started a thought but didn't complete it. Man, I really am tired. A habit that I have not implemented into my morning routine is washing my face. And I think like that kind of dawned on me this morning. I think washing my face as soon as I get up, before I do anything else, will be like key to invigorating myself in these early hours that I am rising. I have been devoting in the very first hour of my day to a journal and a reading from any holy text. I studied Christianity, was like very deep into the Christian culture for between the ages of 14 and probably 21, 20, 14 to 20. And I've opened up to other religious avenues, and I'm not devoted to any one specifically. I think there's something to gain from all of them. I think what I'm finding is that the religions I've interacted with, the driving force behind them is peacefulness and love, and to move from a place of love and kindness. So currently I'm reading scripture from the Bible. I will read one chapter, a chapter of a book, and then I'll read a psalm. And I do that after I spend like 30 or so minutes journaling my affirmations, things I'm thankful for. Like that is the number one goal of my mornings, is to just get my mind write come from a place of gratitude. You know, I am thankful for this morning. I am thankful for the weather. I am thankful for the sky. I am thankful for the birds that fly around outside of my window. I am thankful for my ability to see, my ability to perceive. I am thankful for the love in my heart. I am thankful for the love that I give. I am thankful for the love that I receive. I am thankful for my access to education. I am thankful for the knowledge I've gained. I am thankful for the knowledge I gain. I try not to speak or think in specific time periods. I try not to say I am thankful for things from the past. I want my affirmations to be present and also indicative of what's to come. I don't want to limit myself to I am thankful for what's happened. I am thankful for what's occurring. That is what I try to, like, the mind frame I try to stay in. Sometimes I'll spend an hour doing that, and that's when I end up rushing my stretches in the mornings. But apparently rushing stretches in the mornings is something that you guys like. People really like these shorter stretches. Like, when I post a 7-8 minute stretch, I've gotten 2,000 views on my 8-minute stretches versus like 300 to 500 views on my 20-minute stretches. So there is one 20-minute stretch that I've gotten like 1,500 views on, but yeah, that's where I'm at today. I'm trying to remain very authentic with you guys, trying to remain like, you know, I just want to be real. This is the life that I'm living. These are the challenges I'm facing, but I choose to take them on anyway because I believe in the power of thought, mind over matter. I am strong from within. Even on days like today really is hitting me hard. I think I am reaching a point of burnout between class and work. I am away from my house from 9:30 a.m. to about 6:30 p.m. And then I have to dedicate like at least 3 hours at the end of the day to studying. Like, I am taking a full course load at school, so I am required, between my 4 classes, I'm required to read 4 to 5 chapters a week, because my online class requires that we read 2 chapters a week out of our textbooks. So I'm reading 5 chapters a week out of textbooks. And typically it takes me about an hour to read a chapter, which isn't so bad, but incorporating note-taking while reading a chapter takes me about 3 hours to read a chapter. So that's a little steep. That doesn't include my homework assignments. And, you know, like, reading the chapter, taking notes, like, that is the bulk of my of studying. So it's not so bad if I balance my time, but very often I find that by the time I get home from work, sit down and have dinner, cook, whatever, like I stopped going out to eat. I have not been out to eat one time in this new year. That's not true. I went out to eat one time, and that was upon invitation. One of my good friends wanted to treat me to lunch, so, but that was it. I've only been out to eat that one time this entire year so far. So we're 11 days into March, so it's been 32 days that I have been cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for myself, minus one lunch. I'm not cooking breakfast. I make a smoothie for breakfast. I do cook my lunches. I usually cook some chicken and have it with rice or on a wrap, or I make like a chicken breast sandwich. And then at night I have like rice or salad with my chicken, or whatever's left over. I think I'm rambling at this point, but yeah, I'm hitting a wall today, and that's okay. We're gonna have days like this, and it doesn't mean that all this progress I've made is gonna just come tumbling down, and I'm not gonna recover. I will recover. But today is gonna be a bit of a challenge, and I've fallen behind a little bit in school, so I've been playing catch up like every weekend. I'm spending like 8 hours working on school stuff, and I think 8 hours it's a little dramatic. I think I'm spending more like 5 to 7 hours on schoolwork. So, okay, I think it's a good stopping point. I just want to hone in the point that despite these hard days, we can still pursue our goals, our hopes, our dreams, and just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys there. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope I haven't totally bored you. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.